We are then, guys, we're at London Concurs, and here we are with Diablo SV, number 346 ever made. $308. And a McLaren 600 LT. It's a 458 Spider. And we have a FS90. It's another 308.
I had one yesterday.
And this here is very cool. We have a 917 Lamore car, which I believe is road legal as well. Let's see another plate. And then we have a Testarossa. Not so sure on the colour on of it though, but very cool still. And a Porsche GT3 Touring. And a 328 GTS. Yeah, I think this is a 458 Italia, isn't it? Which is quite nice. Yeah, well, I think if I had a choice between the Spider and the if I had a choice between the Spider and the hardtop, I probably would go for the hardtop, I think, to be honest. It's a Lamborghini Diablo, and I believe this is, yes, it's a standard one, but there's a very large wing on it there. Very cool. See, this one has a larger wing on it, doesn't it, compared to the other few, doesn't it? Because like the ones in there, this one's definitely taller as well, isn't it, the wing? And there's a inside for you. And there's a little start, love the little start engine start on it, that's quite cool. With its headlights up as well. Then you've got a Porsche Turbo. Another Porsche. I believe it's another. This is a 328 GTB. It's called a 328 GTS. Now this is a 328 GTB. This is a Lamborghini Diablo, but this is one of only two that were ever supercharged. So standard they were 525, and now this one was 634. As you can see, it is a special edition. And it's one of only two ever made. Extremely rare. Very cool to see. A P1.
Had to do that redesign on it.
Takes her clothes. Charlie buys new clothes and she wears them before Charlie. Is this now your daughter's?
This is a Zenfo. Precisely a Zenvo TRS, so DBRS. Of course, this has the very cool tilting wing on the back.
Is it fair to say then, Richard?
He's obviously off the frigging scale.
Have you seen the Leggera Lamborghini?
Is it a beautiful, but it's arresting, and it's like, it draws you in the details. That 4GT with that incredible duck down its side. very interesting era. I
have
like
a
looking at
Vanquish
it,
S.
just see it. The Ferrari Enzo to me is one of those. That was a
And a
Montezemolo
DB11.
period of Ferrari, and he hated spoilers. It's got it's all underneath, but they disguised it extremely well. And I think he was very clever doing that because it just gives this clean design.
And a GT3 RS as well.
Just seeing wings and
Done with a
ducts,
jag.
great big protruding.
The McLaren, is it a 720S?
They've got the two versions. One
I think so, yeah. It's a 575.
If you want to go fast, you take the wings up. So you don't need wings.
An R8. And another DB11.
Yeah, people do.
And we have a Testarossa. We'll have a look at the V12. Here we are. Very cool.
Did that come before Gordon Murray's F1?
And we have a new NSX. Not such a fan of these, got to be honest. Still prefer the old one, but still very nice. And AMG 6.3 AMG. And a 430.
Always gets me, I've got those now 14 years.
Lots of 430s here, aren't there?
It hasn't got any, it's like call it a sort of tango mode, you go out just wild. You can't ever imagine going out to dinner with it, for example.
We have a Murcielago. LP
It's so extreme,
640.
so noisy, everything stops as you start it up. Everybody hears where you're going and you park it up again. So that's the hypercar. That is just an experience like nothing. You're not going to use it in any practical way whatsoever.
So just to drill down a little bit more though, Harry, I mean all the cars we've talked about, or most of them, it's with the exception of the McLaren F1 and the Aston Martin, have been Italian, and I wonder whether there's something about the sort of visceral nature of Italian cars that, you know, we haven't mentioned a Porsche Carrera GT, for example. It's got a, you know, a V10 out of a Formula 1 car, considered today 6-speed manual gearbox, an extremely exciting car to drive.
Let me give Diablo, but the later one with the Audi headlights. Prefer the older ones. Very nice.
It takes that emotion away that means we're not
And a Murcielago, another LP640 because it's got the big old exhaust at the back.
It's the swing of that V12 engine, like the security of the engineering, they actually deserve their place at the top of the tree hypercars. I remember I had a McLaren F1 and a Carrera GT. We were doing an Evo test. They are incredibly close on driver experience. The Carrera GT.
And there's a 300 SI over there.
And it's open and it's easy on the surface. You haven't just got the
Aston Martin Lagonda.
It goes on about
Check out the mental interior.
It's got anti-stored on it. They're very similar cars actually.
And then we have a Charger 500.
Very well. He designs a car for
Massive thing.
and he still likes going on tour. He's in place in France, place in Scotland, and he thinks he's going to drive it, and he's
Di Tommaso Pantera. GTS 1973. And a Maserati Ghibli Spider. Obviously a new one of those nowadays, but and this is the Indy Maserati. And of course here we have a Lamborghini Miura, standard one. It's a P400.
appreciation for them. So we've got the Koenigsegg that was on.
Which actually seems to have won an award.
Traditional Ferrari Lamborghini stadiums. We've suddenly got
We have a Lancia Stratos, HP Stradale. We have an Elan, 1973.
I think I do admire some of them just chase the forwards.
Which I believe Harry actually does have one of these. And a 928 S4. Have an Aston Martin Vantage V12 Zagato with the carbon wing at the back.
15 degrees or something, it cancels. So you can't.
We have another Zagato as well without it.
No, I'm with Mate, would I get any gold? I'm just
In the Vanquish.
It's just.
Man, you can get anybody.
Just
Yeah, I was going to say anybody.
Yeah, so the coupe engine.
And another Zagato. The Speedster Vanquish 2018.
She's the owner.
Have a little theatre bar 750 Zagato as well. I believe all of these are Zagatos. So a little Lancia Fulvia Sport Zagato. And then there is the SZ Alfa Romeo. This one being the non-convertible, obviously. And then this is a Bristol, this is. 406. That's quite cool. And this is a normal, this is an RZ, this one with the convertible version. And we have Ferrari 550 GTZ Veloce.
It could have been electric. It's got tarmac involved.
Ferrari F12. And a Aston Martin Valkyrie Spider.
It's a very interesting subject because I think we like it, as you say, to mechanical watches, but even the
We have a Ferrari Monza SP2. Which of course are the ones without the actual just a cockpit basically. And we have a Koenigsegg Agera. And another one.
The blue dress was getting the Koenigsegg name.
And over here is the Jesko.
It's like a bed cleaned. How many cars?
It's the easiest car.
Got us all metal finish Cobra. And a 360.
Peter's point, maybe it's going to take a while for us to get used to a very modest car, full electric
In purple
can be
and a
quicker
bit
than
showing its
a
age.
20-year-old supercar. So you're just going to get used to it.
And a, is it a 488, I believe? Yeah. Skyline California.
I like it in
This is a
use if for
360.
We all do lots
This
of boring
is
miles.
the
Perfect. It just silence and ease.
Challenge
The way you have a full
Stradale.
tank every time you go out the house. Love it. But not in a hypercar.
It's interestingly though, Harry, I mean, just looking at the cars
And
we're surrounded by,
720S.
you know, Senna, the Enzo, the P1, we've got the SP2, and then there's the SP3 Daytona, the latest offering from the Ferrari Icona series. And, you know, that is all analog. They've taken away all of the hybrid and electrical motors and everything, and I've gone back to V12, 800 and something
Super
horsepower
America.
analog completely. And it's that must be based on customer demand, it must be.
I'm sure it is, and we've seen, I
quite
think
rare
Stroll's
thing.
been very clever at Aston Martin
he's not looking at it. It's not quite ready. And what worries me about getting an electric supercar,
but they want it so when you buy the replacement battery for your Ferrari 296 in 8-10 years time,
and this here is a Jaguar CX-75, which was used in Spectre, the James Bond film. And this is a Koenigsegg CCXR with 1,032 horsepower and 781 foot-pounds of torque. It's only the only right-hand drive manual in the world. There's a McLaren P1, which is XP 05.
it's about 120,000.
2021 Ford GT, which of course they have the EcoBoost V6 in them.
So is there going to be a new name? We've talked about
And one of my personal favourites, the Porsche Carrera GT, which of course has the V10 in it. This car, of course, was the car, or one like it, that Paul Walker died in. And a lot of people will say that this is like the last of the mechanical supercars. It's manual. And a 918 Spider, which is kind of a replacement for that.
Whether we like it or not.
And we have here an
Maybe
Enza.
we're looking at the next hydrogen supercar, or the next hydrogen hypercar, or the next whatever. I don't know. We don't know what's coming.
The Ferrari 296, extraordinary to drive. You're not conscious of the electricity.
And this is a HDK.
You can enjoy
You can see it says there, McLaren P1. Like a special body kit, one of only 3 they actually did.
Instead of having a sort of 5-litre V12, it's got a 12-litre V12. It's just instant.
There's another Monza.
The electric propulsion aiding your car, just fills in the gaps.
SP2.
So it's extraordinary. You just want it to be lighter and longer lasting, shall we say.
Got the open cockpit there. This actually is a Rover Metro 604. I know it doesn't look much like a Rover Metro, but it is. And this is the XJR9. Which is probably one of the highlights, I would say. Very cool thing.
Where we 10 years, 20 years, 1,600 horsepower from a bike-fueled Koenigsegg. I mean, who can use 1,600 horsepower? Do we need to redesign race circuits?
1974 Porsche 911 RSR in the special art scheme. It strips out the interior. Race helmet in the back as well, with the art on it. This is the Scamander, which is a TBR, and it's an amphibious car. She has an ST220 engine in it. This is an XJC. I'll look inside the cockpit of the Scamander.
The person has everything.
Am I going to
And this Lotus Esprit here is actually a replica of James Bond's Esprit. The AMG SL65 with a V12 bi-turbo in it. You've not seen many of these things around. And this actually has, I believe, a Rolls-Royce V12 in it from a Spitfire in it. It's called the Beast. It's a 512 BB, I believe. Yeah. Another Testarossa in yellow. And a Lamborghini Diablo SV. You can tell it's the SV because you've got the big old wing on the back. And of course it says SV on the back as well. And this is a Ferrari F50. And check out the fan system there, which directs the air of the car. Plastic engine cover. And the big old rear end, probably the best part of it. The Vanquish S. And there's a V12 Vantage S. And there's the back of the AMG 65, as you can see, is the black series. Aston Martin DB5.
There will come a time when we need to use this and then yeah, there's no luck.
And this thing over here is a 550 Vantage. So this was the one with 550 horsepower in it, pretty mental thing, as you can see on there.
That is a very good question.
And this was a DB4.
He's going to end up there.
You think they're Dave's those were the cars in the day, weren't they?
E-Type. I've never even heard of one of these things, to be honest. Until now, Lister Lemurs.
Yeah, you'd use it, but you know what I mean.
Another E-Type. We'll have a look at the
Paid more
Chrome
for it than I
engine
should have
there.
done. It was a really early car, but it needed full restoration. Full run and everything. Yeah. She was like, you know,
So the Maserati Bora, which was the more powerful version than the last.
Oh, really? Yeah. And
310 horsepower.
No
V8. And there's a look inside the engine there. Of course, the rack had a V6. Another 360.
So listen, you put this, some guy put this with
Oh, you're going off, I'm so sorry.
GT40 again.
Team at London Concurs who've looked after us and looked after us for many years now.
Another McLaren
Now
E1.
host these awards, it's getting bigger and bigger. We have 1,000, out of 1,300 members, many of them.
Corvette
Voting
C1.
for these awards.
Convertible.
And
There's
these are
C1.
votes by Supercar owners.
The C2. Arguably one of the best.
So thank you to everyone for attending. Thank you for
This is a C2 Stingray.
and we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
This is a C3 Stingray LT. This is the ZR1 C4. Z06 C5. New edition. Check out the stickers on the Z06. And my mate's personal favourite, the C7 ZR1. And of course the latest C8. There's the whole world. Another Vantage. No idea what the hell this is.
We've got the V5 from yourself, you can then send it off and then the car can still be completed. As long as it's in the main bit, and then we can have it back on the car. So there is, because it's fully electric, zero emissions, so no tax.
And then the Testarossa, we'll have a look underneath the engine bay of this one as well.
Data analytics, everything that's involved with my car, and
Hey, this is a Jota Diablo. This is a Daytona. DB5 in purple. Interceptor. We use an FF, in other words the best version. Citroen D521, yeah, DS Truck-On. One odd looking thing. It's a Sunbeam. Classic. And whatever the hell this thing is. Some kind of beach buggy of some sort. The Ford Mustang. The GT convertible. There's a Volvo P1800. There's a fastback, or in other words, the best Mustang.
not seen one for sale.
And a Ferrari Dino 264 GT. And a 365. And this is a DB6, which I believe you've seen, haven't you?
Daily. His son drives a Tesla daily.
A Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud. McLaren. This is going to sound good.